Hi, everybody. Welcome back to This is the Police. We just ended day 11. We pick up where we last left off. Lakewood is 8 for 8. He's like the star of the show in Shift A. Shift B is sorely lacking. We got a couple of guys in Shift B, like including De Burrito, who is actually was working today, but he's part of Shift B. And Tar came in to work as well for Shift A. So they're going to be pretty tired tomorrow working for Shift B. We've got McNamara Jr., Kochi Bukarika, Yancey Purdy, and Jorgensen, who's a young Henry Rollins on Shift B, ready to work tomorrow. And Asano and Price both died. You can believe that. And Mole is up for a medallion of recognition, if you remember that. So we have to keep her off the streets. Great. Hopefully... Day 12, I think it is coming up, it runs just as smooth as day 11. Wouldn't that be something? All right, we're ready to end the day, and we're ready to... Oh, here we go. Is he peeing?
In my new role as corrupt official, I had to give up some of my favorite habits. I couldn't turn off my phone when my head ached. Couldn't sleep till noon on Saturday and let the rest of HQ take up the slack. No more days off to go fishing. But my weekly visit to the old Colony Club was more like tradition. One night a week, I absorbed cigar smoke, the vague smell of alcohol, the stench of urine, all mixed with toxic levels of old drunken belches. Same picture it was 30 years ago. Tradition's gotta be honored. And to stay faithful to the tradition, you've got to respect the standard rituals. When you're about to roll out of the club, you need to take a deep breath and count to 100. If your stomach doesn't do a backflip, you should be good to make it home. This time, I only got up to 60. I was interrupted.
Why? You look even better than you do on TV.
There's nothing more impolite than approaching people in the alley at the old Colony. This is the most private place in the city. All who enter here dirty their shoes with the most elite stream of vomit in Freeburg. This asphalt has been blessed by judges, lawyers, artists, businessmen, and all our politicians. Takes a lot of balls to crash the party. My head was a drunken haze, but I knew who he was. A cartoon gangster suit straight out of Dick Tracy. Fancy voice, fruit cologne, sassy strut. That's how the newspapers described Vikas Varga, rising star in Freeburg's criminal underworld. He appeared out of nowhere, and with the support of the local punks, Varga broke all the old rules of organized crime. He killed those who could not be killed, traded what could not be traded, and robbed those who could not be robbed. In just a single month, this man had gathered an incredible amount of power. He's been called everything from a clown to a madman to a criminal genius, and more often than not, he's called a low-class upstart short on ideas. But if Vargas was one of the old crime bosses, he'd have been cut into pieces and fed to the river. Look past this guy's arrogance, and there's something about him. The city is still deciding what to do with him. Meanwhile, he's burning down the houses of old city mobsters. Not the best time to talk, Mr. Varga.
No,
I'm trying to do some puking here.
I'm flattered, although not very surprised, to be honest. I might be a little short on manners. Like they say in your fair city, with the right manners, you can go anywhere. Well,
What, is he European or something?
I want to stay right here.
Even the criminal world
Sounds
needs
like Finnish
manners,
or something.
Mr. Varga. And one of them is this. Don't interfere with a drunken cop who's trying to take a shit and puke at the same time.
Oh, you
Jack, that's
exaggerate.
pure class.
But is Freeburg always so gentle with its officers? You've been a bit roughed up lately.
I see you already know Freeburg quite well, Mr. Varga.
Well, I love to learn and look around. But I do know that the inhabitants of this fair city should be friends, Jack. Maybe it's true I don't have the best manners. After all, it's only polite for friends to share their phone numbers.
Oh. Oh. Is that pencil? Holy shit,
This
that's gonna
city
hurt.
of yours moves so fast. I feel like I'm hooked on amphetamines all over again. You wake up in the morning full of ideas, and by nightfall, you've all had each other killed. So don't wait too long to call. I don't mind if you're drunk. It's all the more fun. I'll be stoned myself, most likely. Hell, I'm a little stoned right now.
You're under
It's the
arrest.
only way to live in
We're
this
taking you
place.
in, Varga.
I like your city, Jack. I'm here to stay.
If
Nice.
it weren't for the phone number written on my arm, I probably wouldn't have remembered the conversation in the morning. But there was no reason to worry. I'd be getting a reminder soon.
Oh, shit. Okay. So we have Christopher Sand and Varga, who potentially is going to take him down because he's like old school. Freeburg Tribune. This is day 12. Great priest to be appointed head of Freeburg Orthodox Church. The Golden Bird reports that Orthodox priests bribed the mayor, and the fact, Freeburg's #1 paper is saying students volunteer to help farmers. Nice. All very, very newsworthy stories, right? Like the church stuff and students helping the farmers. I feel like the Freeburg #1 newspaper is always just
My
about, like,
morning
good times.
ritual was plagued by the smell of Vickers Varga's fruity cologne. It was like the sharp citrus scent was chasing me around the house, as if Vickers was right there in my living room. When I finally realized the smell was coming from a big basket of oranges, it didn't put me any more at ease. I'd
is
opened
this
my door to lots of
Robespierre?
threatening mail, evidence of criminal wrongdoing, even a dead ferret or two. But fruit? Never.
Man, I would love to get a basket of oranges.
You the fruit guy?
Excuse me?
Is it you that brought the basket of oranges?
Nah, it was here when I arrived.
Who's
Fine.
this guy? Man, that's awkward.
So who are you?
Today,
Jeez.
I'm your driver.
And where are we driving?
To work.
That's it?
Yeah, we have to make an important stop along the way.
Where?
The ranch.
What ranch?
Just the ranch.
Oh, I know where
Fine.
we're going. It's got to be Christopher G. Sands
The morning
ranch, right?
seemed surreal, and I took in the magic. Why wreck it with meaningless chatter? As my tight-lipped chauffeur drove an hour through God knows where, I started to feel like I was in the middle of a bad dream. Probably
Man, this is
lying
like some
bloody
Breaking
and
Bad
concussed
shit,
in the
or
alley
like
behind the old Colony
Better Call
Club,
Saul
my
or
nose
something.
buried in a rotten orange peel. But no, this was no dream. The silence was real. The sound of the engine was real. The dust was real enough, too. And there was the ranch over the horizon. It all seemed familiar. The Sand family's overbearing mansion has been the talk of the headlines for decades, but few have managed to get closer than a few miles.
Maybe he's got
I
snipers.
guess I'm just lucky.
I mean, if I had a place like that, I would totally have snipers. With like trank darts. Because you could trank dart somebody driving their car in the desert and they wouldn't even crash or anything. They'd just fall asleep at the wheel. Oh shit. Oh, I thought that was a bunch of dead bodies for a minute. But it's just pelts. I guess he's like an old school hunter, right? It's like the Hugh Hefner of Freeburg.
I didn't know you took private meetings, Mr. Sand.
Only if I expect good company.
I'm surprised my company ranks at all.
Today, yes. Today is a special day.
So it seems.
Do you often go to the old Colony Club, Jack?
Every week.
Meet any interesting people there?
As a rule, no.
Sometimes you make a date, right? Sometimes make new friends.
Sometimes, I guess. But that's not why I go.
And why?
I consider it a hobby.
A hobby. Do you know anything about my hobbies?
Well, judging by the half-dozen animal skins I stepped on walking over here, it's not much of a reach to say you like hunting.
Love it. Well, I say that now. It seemed so tedious when I was a child. Took ever so long. But now I'm older. I've developed a new talent.
Nice.
What talent is that?
Patience. The will to wait for the right moment. Let's say you want a deer. You know, you deserve it. You've even decided what dishes its meat will go to and where you'll mount its horns. But to get that deer, you've got to wait. To sit in the bushes and stay nice and quiet.
I get it, okay,
Professional
Sand. I
hunters
get
will
what
tell
you're
you
getting at.
That the hunt is a rare craft. There are many rules. It's shrouded in mystery and ancient skill. Well, that's all complete nonsense. To get a deer, you just sit on the sidelines for a long enough time, pinpoint the moment when it's finally time to shoot. I learned the talent, Jack, but not like you, oh, Jack. You truly are the master.
I don't understand.
Oh, come on, Jack. I know about the 500,000. I know your plan. Kendrick told me everything. Needless to say, I'm impressed. While some people learn to hold their breath for minutes on end and not to rustle the leaves too loudly, why you decided to just become the foliage.
That's
You
right.
turned yourself into a bush, surrounded by deer who've been so fruitfully multiplying for decades. But all this time you've held your rifle at the ready. Forgive an old man his imagery, Jack. I've the heart of a poet, I confess.
Look, I don't know what was said between you and Kendrick, but it sounds like you got it wrong.
Oh, I think I understand everything just fine. And I think we understand each other quite well. Jack, in the coming war, we'll make excellent partners.
What war?
One war falls upon every generation. My grandfather drove out the Ambersons back when he was 27. My father destroyed that psychopath gangster Maurice Bell when he was a sprightly 30. At 69, I'd begun to think my war had passed me over. But my time has come at last.
Man, he's 69?
Tomorrow, Vickers Varga declares war, and I'm obliged to answer.
So, we're talking about Varga now.
I don't know how he thinks. I don't even know whether he plans his actions or not. I can't divine his purpose. Hell, I don't even know where he comes from.
You and me both,
He's a
Sand. I have
man
no
not of
idea
our
either.
breed,
He sounds
wouldn't you say?
Finnish.
But when he arrived here, I invited him in, told him we could work together. An official invitation penned in my own hand and written on some very expensive paper. And can you imagine his reply? A fruit basket.
Oh,
What
shit.
sense can be made of such a message?
I got one,
guess
too.
It means whatever you want it to.
Precisely.
I'm late for work, Mr. Sand.
You know, Jack, I could just give you 500,000 right now, cash, whatever denominations you like. But I would never insult you so.
Come on,
If
just
I
give it
went
to me.
stalking my prey for so many years, I wouldn't want someone else to shoot it for me. I understand you, Jack. And I'll never ask you for anything that's contrary to your nature. Just think about our conversation. Think about it. And call me.
Okay. Do I get to choose sides? That'd be pretty cool. I could go with Varga or I could go with Sand. They both made their appeals to me now. So I guess the choice is up to me. Who do I want to go with? A 69-year-old Hugh Hefner of Freeburg or some like flashy Dick Tracy type from Finland? I can't decide. It's such a tough decision. Holy
Like I
shit.
said, it's a whole new life, and I've had to give up some old habits. One of them, keeping away from things that don't concern me.
Oh man.
Now I can't afford the luxury. This spotlight I'm under, concerns is all I got.
Oh shit. Oh man, this is a tough one. I mean, we know Christopher Sand is like the established guy, right? And we're already working for him. And he does have money. He might be able to give me my 500,000, or I could at least work for him for it. Or I could go with a guy who readily admits that he's stoned and seems to enjoy fruit very much. He sent me a whole basket of fruit. It's a tough one. Christopher Sand has given me a lot of money, and Vickers Varga has given me a lot of fruit, and also hung out with me while I was puking and shitting at the same time in an alley. So that can't be discounted either. God, this is a tough choice, actually. If we go with Vickers Varga, I'm afraid that Christopher Sand's got like his tentacles in everything, in every pie in the city. So that could like fuck me over and make the game like harder. But if I help Christopher Sand instead, Vickers Varga is like this unknown and is taking down like old families and stuff. And it's like, it's quite hard to to judge. I think like the safe bet is going to be Christopher Sand. But I mean, he's feisty and younger than Christopher Sand. And maybe a bit more interesting as well, because he does drugs. Ah, fuck it. We're going with the drug guy. Holy shit. It was the basket of fruit. If anyone ever asks, it was the basket of fruit. You know what? I didn't want to work with Christopher Sand, and he also killed Kendrick. So you know what?
Tell him
Christopher
it's
Sand,
Boyd.
we're going to take him down from the inside. Or maybe die trying anyway. Cheryl, I'm too tired. I can hardly walk straight. Can I go home? Fine. You know what, Cheryl? Fine. Go home, but come in tomorrow, okay? Turns out we don't need you anyway because the burrito is like way fucking better than you anyway. All right, you piece of shit. We have a Bucarica, who's our new dude. That's right. He's got glasses. He's very professional. He comes highly recommended. Actually, I would say that Shift B is pretty much... I would say actually Shift B is probably better than Shift A. If Shift B had Lakewood, it would just be like, whew, you know, no question. But actually, in terms of professionalism, we've managed to get rid of all the riffraff. Okay, let's do it. Holy shit, that was a lot of story, but it's I'm enjoying it. I think it's really good. Income from the grave. Here we go. Oh man. Oh shit. Income from the grave. You've received the week's salary of your dead employees. Price is only worth $200. All right, we're taking it all. We don't want anyone to know our dirty secret. Oh, we got our own salary as well. This is good. City Hall hopes we don't disappoint. $1,200. Okay. Take care of the hero. Tomorrow is going to be the day. Don't let anything happen to him until then. Jesus Christ, take care of the hero. She's a girl. She's a girl. Job slot officer. Now we can hire one more police. Thank Christ for that. All right, who are we going to get in? It's got to be Adam Gist, right? It has to be. And he is going to potentially work. He's going to have to work on Shift B. All right, Shift B. Welcome aboard, Adam Gist. We could have gotten Kathy Mazza, Tim Obie, or Colin Oscar Peterson. I mean, Colin Oscar Peterson looks like a young version of the stapler guy from Office Space, so I would say that's definitely a no. And the fact is that Adam Gist is professional, okay? Unknown political views, and he's right bang on professional. So we'll grab him. Perfect. All right, day 12. Off we go. We got a paddy wagon. We got a SWAT team. Price is dead, but still generating income, if you can believe that. It's crazy. I can't believe you could do that in this game. It's nuts. There's a King Louis nightclub. A massive fight. Oh, now here we go. Now's our chance. We received a call from the club manager who said that a brawl broke out in the main hall involving over 20 men. Security are keeping back because some of the combatants are carrying knives. Several wounded are already lying on the dance floor, but no one knows why the mayhem broke out. All right, fine. We are going to have to send Kochi on lead, okay? She's the only officer who is like an in-charge sort of officer. McNamara, definitely. Bucarica, show us what you got. Purdy and Yancey. And that's right. Young Henry Rollins is going to stay back and make some coffee for everybody. We're sending the SWAT team and the paddy wagon. Hopefully we don't need any backup. We're going balls to the wall on this brawl that's happened at like 9 in the morning, which is crazy. I guess like that nightclub must just be pumping like there's no tomorrow for people to still be partying at like 9 in the morning and actually having the energy to have a brawl at the 9 in the morning. My hat goes off to all of those people because that's not something I'd be interested in doing at all. We have a very serious situation here, and we need some reinforcements at the massive fight. We already have the paddy wagon and the SWAT team there. You know what? We can't do it. We have to refuse reinforcements because we have to send... This is a tough decision, but we have to send young Henry Rollins alone on a call because there's nobody else to answer that call. We're refusing it. There's been an assault in the suburbs. 2 teens walking their dog got into an argument, and eventually one of them unleashed the dog on the other. The police were called by a girl who was riding her bicycle nearby. All right, young Henry Rollins, you're going in alone. He's going solo. Hopefully, he can do it. I mean, maybe he's got just enough spunk and know-how to get through it. We will have to see. I mean, he could end up dead just going in on us. There's been a report of a massive fight. How did we do? Oh, they did it! Holy shit! Man, we didn't even need the backup. All right, good work, everybody. We finally got to test drive the paddy wagon, and all is good. Kochi, McNamara, Bucarica, Purdy, Yancey, the SWAT team in the paddy wagon. Fucking good job, guys. Holy shit, that's great. Is there anything outstanding here? No. Backlog? No. I think all of our cases are closed. We have no open investigations right now. Do we want to? No active gang investigations either. Cool. We're in good shape. Jesus. Henry Rollins? A boy is struggling on the ground, barely holding off an angry dog that's trying to grab him by the throat. All right, we're going to hit the dog with the taser. We have to make sure that Henry Rollins Jr. here gets back in one piece. Tase the dog. The dog lets the boy escape, and its owner starts to flee. We're going to order the teenager to halt. How did it go? He got away. Nobody has been hurt. And some professionalism was lost by Henry Rollins Jr., who actually had the balls to tase a dog. It takes a certain special someone to be able to do that. Anyway, good job, albeit the offender got away. There's been a homicide at a church. Parishioner Maria Serpentine reported the sounds of gunshots inside the church. A bearded man in a hat entered the confessional, and then a minute later I heard a few gunshots. Then the man calmly left the booth, took off his hat and crossed himself and sat down on a pew. I think he's praying. All right, well, Kochi, McNamara, and Bucarica head out there. And where the fuck is the SWAT team? Are they not back yet? Shit. The SWAT team is not back yet. All right, we're going to have to hope that three, you know what? Screw it. Yancey and Purdy, you go as well. We're going to need everyone we can here. There has been a homicide. This man could be dangerous. We're going to need all the help we can get. Can we only use the SWAT team once a day? Because that's crazy. Or did the SWAT team all die at that massive fight at the club? Because that's crazy. I mean, we could really do with another SWAT team. Do we need to, like, order another SWAT team from City Hall or something? Because I'd be up for doing that. Please, no more calls. No, we can't. There's been an attempted murder at St. John's Hospital. We cannot send this guy on his own again. It's too much. Oh, look at this. We brute forced him. Oh, offender caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed, and loot found. A non-automatic weapon. What is that? Can we, like, sell that or something? That's crazy. We found an... Oh. Oh. Officers found non-automatic weapon at the crime scene. What do you want them to do with it? You know what? Bring it in, okay? Let's just bring it in and see what happens. We don't want to sell it to the mafia. Are they going to be back in time so that we can send some more people out on this attempted murder at St. John's Hospital? God, it's going to be close. I mean, it's going to be really close. But it would be really nice to send somebody along with... Are you guys back? Just... Jeez, that was close. Attempted murder, St. John's Hospital. Linda Howard, her words slurred, said the dentist paralyzed her face during her latest visit. The monster stuck me with some kind of poison. Arrest him. I mean, you're at the hospital. It's like it's an anesthetic. Like, what do you want to do? All right, Kochi, you head out there with young Henry Rollins and see if we can boost him back up to 200 man points. Okay, we do not need to send the whole force out to that. It's like pretty much a false alarm, I would say, because like that woman is just insane. Like, seriously, who complains about getting anesthetic and your face like getting numbed up when you're going to have some dentist work done? Like, you have to expect that that's going to happen every time you go to the dentist, whether you need it or not. Christopher G. Sands Ice Arena? What the hell? There's a crime in progress. An ice cream vendor noticed a suspicious black bag, which has been lying unsupervised on a bench for the past few hours. Shit. Huh. That's suspect. I mean, we could be sending people in to, like... Do we have, like, a bomb squad or something? Because we could really use a bomb squad. Like, I'm worried that if I send the A team, which is Yancey and Purdy, that they're going to die. It's at Christopher G. Sands Ice Arena as well. Like, Okay, you know what? We're going to send them in to have a look and hope for the best. Attempted murder. The girl was injected with normal painkillers. It was a false alarm. Okay, we knew that that was going to be the case. Purdy and Yancey could die here, sadly, because I have a feeling that now that we're working for Vegas Varga or whatever his name is, Christopher Sand's going to try to kill all of my police officers. That seems like a kind of thing he would do. I'm hoping that maybe we can turn the tide against him at some point. Officers arrived on the scene and observed that there's something moving inside the bag. All right, stay back until the bomb squad arrives. Officer caught. Officer dead. Civilians... We waited for the bomb squad. How did Purdy die? Purdy was like our all-star female officer on Shift B. And now she's dead. Aw, damn it. God damn it. Well, at least Yancey got out okay. The young buck. He's got a young family at home, but Purdy just lived alone and, drank a lot and just fucking had microwave dinners and stuff. And I don't think anyone's gonna really overly miss her except for me, because she was like a token female on an otherwise all males. Well, no, we have Kochi as well. Never mind. Forget everything I said. Purdy, we're gonna delay the paperwork on you as well. The thing is, delaying the paperwork occupies a slot, which is not the best, actually. Should we order... Wait. No. Oh my god. We're attempting to resurrect Bryce from the dead by ordering her to work tomorrow. I don't think it's going to work somehow. Anyway, another thrilling end to another thrilling day in Freeburg. Holy shit, Purdy died. The bomb squad, I guess, something was up with that bag. Something was moving inside. It could have been like a cat or an explosive cat or something. Anyway, Purdy bit the big one, but we're going to keep cashing in her paychecks for a couple of weeks just to top up funds a little bit. Meanwhile, Yancey is down a partner, and he's just really broken up about it, but he's pretty thrilled as well that him and his old school buddy, young Henry Rollins, get to team up now instead. No investigations or anything either, so we'll see what happens next time. It was really story intensive this time, but it's pretty cool how it's all turning out. I'm enjoying it. Excellent. As usual, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.